Hey everybody, Barry here again. So I have the van up on the ramp so I can check out what's going on, do a little bit of a carnage report, because there's that, and then there's that. And that's obviously due to the panhard rod broken and everything's moved over. I looked in under it. I haven't had it on the ramp yet. I looked in under it so I could see if there was anything obviously bent or broken besides that, and I didn't see anything. Let's put it up on the ramp, see what we got. Well, the only obvious thing I see is, panhard rod is broken. Whatever, I know that. I'll weld it back together. Everything else looks fine. Obviously, there's a major gap right there and zero gap right there. Easiest way for me to do this is put a ratchet strap from the rear end here up to the frame over here and just pull it over and over and over until these two here meet, and then I can just weld it back together. Make sure it's really good and strong. Obviously this only broke because I was going sideways at probably 40 kilometers an hour, completely sideways, hit the edge of the racetrack and broke it. Regular daily driving, that wouldn't have happened. Probably could have done 10,000 donuts, wouldn't have happened until you strike a curb or the edge of the racetrack, that kind of thing. Yeah, let's get this thing fixed up really quick. Also, that tire is gnarly. Mostly just from gravel. And I didn't get near as much rubber on here as I wanted. Or any, actually. I got some up there, that's okay. It'll have more by the time I'm happy. Yeah, a little bit of rubber. Not bad. Yeah. Let's get the welder out. Of course, I forgot to turn the camera on, but it's welded and sleeved inside. That's sick. I checked out all the other welds. They're good to go. I'm gonna brace this up this week when I get at it, but I'm running out of time. So I'm gonna go and bolt it back on. For now, I'm not driving this on a street yet anyway. And when I'm ready, I'll brace it up, get everything painted, and I gotta put a gas tank in this thing. But anyway, before I do that, I'm gonna bolt this thing in. And everything under here is in good shape. The coil springs were out of place, so I just kind of popped those back in with a pry bar. And everything else looks fine. Nothing's bent, nothing's cracked, broken, otherwise. So this should be fairly quick. Well, I got the wheels bolted on. The worst part is I have no idea where I put the centers. Like, absolutely zero idea. So for right now, I guess I'll roll it in out of the garage with no center caps on it. It's not a big deal. But so that's fixed. I'm happy with that. Check. Next thing I guess I'll be messing with is the exhaust, which I'll be coming out of here, going down at the back, in case I do find another turbo that'll work there. And yeah, pretty much straightforward until I can find a turbo and put it on this thing, of course, or another potential project. And yeah, so the panhard rod is done. Panhard rod, I have such a hard time saying that, but that's done. And I have to put some exhaust on this thing so I can drive it around. And I also have to get a gas tank, but I'm not concerned about that right away. I'm not gonna be pretty much street driving it for a while anyway until I find a fuel cell or a tank small enough to put in it, something. I am gonna use this with the manifolds, everything on it, and just come out of here, go down there with a single 3-inch exhaust and just go out the back. I don't have any power adders or anything on this thing, and a single 3-inch exhaust is not gonna hurt. It's not gonna help anything. I'm not gonna get any extra flow out of it or anything, but I'll probably just put a bullet muffler on it or something, you know, just to upset everybody within a 5-mile radius. And yeah, this should also sound really good anyway. So I'm gonna go make a flange for that, which at one time was the turbo flange. I'll just make another one, bolt it on, run my exhaust down here, and it's gonna be perfect. I'm not sure how far I'm gonna get today, but I'll go until I run out of time and chop it off there. So let's get fabbing. To make this flange, I've got this big chunk of steel, which is kind of hard to envision, but it fits right there like perfectly. So all I've got to do is pretty much just trace out the shape of this in here, cut the center out of it, drill 4 holes, and we're done. Man, this thing is ugly. But hopefully, sooner rather than later, I'll be putting the turbo back on this thing. Fingers crossed. We'll see. But hey, right now, it serves a purpose. It's a flange. So what I need to do now is drill 4 holes in this thing so I can bolt it on here. And then I'll probably just use more copper RTV. And then weld a pipe in it. Come up, go down. This is going to be the weirdest exhaust that you'll ever see on probably anything. I was going to say an LS swap vehicle, but probably pretty much anything. Well, it's something, and it bolts on. Let's grab some pipe, see if I can make a round piece of pipe into a square and then make an immediate 180. Fun. Well, here's the piece. Turned out okay, I think. I don't think it's too bad at all. Looks like a pretty smooth transition. Sits there fine. Now I've just got to cut it off short enough that I can make it a 90 and then tip down through here. But all in all, that looks pretty good. I'll cut it off short enough that it's still got a turn right here, so I'll probably cut it off around here somewhere on the appropriate angle. And I've got a bunch more bends, which I'd kind of rather not cut off, but it's not a big deal if I have to. But these will all fit really well. And I've got some more here that I'll just cut just the elbow out. And I can use those to make more bends. So this is working pretty well so far. Just gotta keep welding and keep grinding. And yeah, also I gotta make a disc to put right here where the wastegate was. I'm not gonna weld that shut. I'll just make a circle disc that sits in there and use the clamp for the wastegate and just clamp it down tight. It won't leak. I'll put some ultra copper around it. And then when I'm ready, all I've got to do is unbolt it, frisbee the disc out in the ocean, and put the new wastegate on. Well, I got the plate made up. That's right here. It's just a flat 1/8" plate bolted in with the OE wastegate bolts and clamps. And here's the flange. I bolted it in for a laugh. I'm gonna bolt in, well, clamp the air filter setup on again. And I want to see what it sounds like. Obviously 6 inches more pipe isn't gonna really change the sound a lot, but the wastegate hole isn't there now, and it's merged into one pipe with a little bit of more pipe on it. So I just want to start it up and rev it a little bit. Well, let's get it running. You can't reach the keys. I have a splitting headache now. That's perfect. Oh, that's gonna sound sick. I'm gonna order a bullet muffler. So basically what I'm gonna do is run the exhaust down here, under, probably out and follow the rocker panel, and then tip out right here. So I'm not gonna have the bullet muffler for about 2 weeks or so. So I'm just gonna run the full exhaust anyway. And either cut out a foot or 2 feet or whatever the bullet muffler is and slide that on over and clamp it, or I'll run the pipes just back to that and leave it. But I'll probably go ahead and do the full thing anyway, because it'd be kind of neat to just hear it straight piped, see what it sounds like. Right now it's insanely loud, but I do like that. But there is going to be some sort of resistance because this has to make a full 180, go down here, you know, way back there. There's going to be 10 or 12 feet of pipe there, so who am I kidding? It's still going to be insanely loud. But I'm out of time for tonight, so I'm going to cut it off here. And the next thing I'm going to do is get all my bends ready for that pipe back there and start making some exhaust go under the van. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day.